Last question, and this will go to Mr. Entwisle first. How would your administration handle discovery violations?
Well, the obligation that our office has, I mean, as prosecutors, we're held to the very highest ethical standard in the way we conduct ourselves. You don't measure a prosecutor's success by their conviction rate. That's not what we're here for. We're here to do justice, and we're here to be fair to all concerned. The issue of discovery is the name for the process by which each side, the state and the defense, needs to share the information that they have so that there's not that both sides know what the case is about fully and fairly. Our office handled over 3,000 cases in 2013. It's a high volume, and the system that we have in court now requires the cases to move through ever quicker, and so that places an additional burden on the state. To answer the question how our office will handle discovery violations, it's an issue of how we handle the paperwork and how we fulfill our obligations. We have systems in place to make the information available, and when if there's a violation or if there's an assertion that we've not done it correctly or if we've not done it as thoroughly as we should have, then we'll learn from that and we'll move forward and we'll do better. But that's our obligation and that's our responsibility, and that's how I'll handle it. It's my responsibility as the head of the office.
Thank you. Mr. Foster, do you have a follow-up question?
No, thank you.
And would you like to hear that question?
No, that's all right. I think it's a pretty simple answer. I'll make sure that the people that are working for me do their jobs. Cases that are dismissed or fines that are given to the district attorney's office because an employee doesn't do their job, a prosecutor doesn't do their job, that's not acceptable. But what's even more not acceptable is the prosecutor not upholding justice. And justice means that both sides of the case are handled appropriately, which means that not only do the police gather the information and the victim is protected, but on the other side of the case, the person who is accused of the crime is given all of the information that is required to be given to them. Because if that doesn't happen, the case gets dismissed. And then how are you protecting the victim when cases are being dismissed because prosecutors aren't doing their job? You're not. That person walks away scot-free and the victim is left not whole. So I would make sure that the people that work for me are doing their jobs, and I would put systems into place so that they know what their job is. And all of the employees know that this is what needs to happen, and this is the order it needs to happen in, so that these types of mistakes don't happen, and the district attorney's office isn't fined or having cases dismissed.
Thank you. Mr. Entwisle, do you have a follow-on that response?
No.
We are down to closing statements, and by the luck of the draw, Mr. Foster will go first.